Hi, I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters, and I've gotten a question from someone who has been watching my videos for some time. And this question is, it's not only is it valid, but for so many people, it could be a really scary thing. So I'm just going to read the question, and then I will respond and give you some different alternatives to what is going on. Okay. It's the scariest thing. If you don't know, will you end up alone because you have no family and you wonder, will you be able to create one? You may be uncertain about making an impact. It's frustrating when you feel you don't have enough time, or maybe the clock is ticking. That's my words. And it's disheartening to wonder if anyone will ever fall in love with you. Or will you have children? You know, this life that you've dreamed about. And how can you find the trust, or how can you tap into the trust that everything happens for a reason when you can't seem to find the answers? So this is it's a really great question. And this it's not a one-fold answer either. So there are several things going on. And to respond to this for everyone's sake, if you've been asking for something to come to fruition for a long period of time, and you're still single and you're wondering, why am I still single? Well, there's a couple of things that could be happening. One, you could be doing what I used to do. I had a mantra, and I'm become so independent after healing codependency that I had a mantra, I don't need a man, and it was going in the background and I wasn't even aware of it. So you may have a mantra going on in the background of your mind, I'm happy alone, or I don't need anybody, or I'm fiercely independent, and so I don't need anyone. And it could even be as a result of feeling that this is going to be the way it will be forever, so you might as well adjust to this fact that you are alone. How can I be happy with that? So it could be that. It could be an inner conflict going on, that I want somebody, but in the past I've attracted people who mistreated me. And so you may be in fear that you're going to do the same thing all over again. And our unconscious mind is what rules. So we may be consciously thinking, I want somebody in my life, but in the background of the mind, your unconscious is going, yeah, but look at over here. This person hurt you so badly. You're still suffering from this hurt. You don't really want somebody because you're going to get hurt again. And so that belief is what governs. Even though consciously you're thinking, I want somebody in my life, but unconsciously you have this belief that it's not safe to have somebody because they're going to hurt you. So what do we have to do to shift that? Well, the unconscious has to change, and this is part of what I do. I clear unconscious programming, and I help you clear your mindset so that the unconscious and the conscious mind are congruent, because we have to have congruency in that unconscious and conscious mind to be able to marry the two together to have what you desire. So I'll just give you an example from my life. My mother went to a psychic, and the psychic told her, well, your daughter, and this was a while ago, I have to say, if your daughter was in a room full of 50 men, she'd choose the asshole. And now that stayed with me for a long time. And I was in such fear that I would always pick, and I don't want to use that word and terminology, that I would always pick the guy that would hurt me, that would cheat on me, or that would lie, because historically I had picked, let's just say people that maybe weren't the best for me. But what if the truth of the matter is really we attract what we vibrate? So if we are vibrating victimhood, if we're vibrating people always hurt me, people always cheat on me, if we're vibrating that people are going to hurt you, then you're going to attract people that will hurt you. So we have to clear that belief, and it's unconscious, it's not conscious. We have to clear the belief and the fear that will attract someone that isn't going to be the best for us. And we have to get out of victimhood. And how do we do that? Well, we have to forgive ourselves for attracting these things in the past. We have to forgive ourselves for not knowing what to do. And we have to forgive everyone that has hurt us. So forgive ourselves first, and let's just walk through that right now. And this is very simple, but very profound. So take a deep breath, gently close your eyes. Come on, close your eyes. Nobody's going to poke you with your eyes closed. Okay, take a deep breath. And I want you to take an escalator from your conscious mind down into your heart, all the way down to your heart. And this is where I'm talking about, the middle of your chest. Okay. And focusing on you first. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Let's do this again. Focusing on you, focusing on your heart. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And then forgive those people that you feel were perpetrators in your life, that made you the victim. Forgive them too. So we want to think about them. You can just say their name in your mind. You don't have to post on Facebook who it is. Say their name in your mind. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. So when we forgive ourselves and we forgive others, then it lets go of all that baggage we've been dragging around, carrying with us for all those years. Because truly we are not victims. As a matter of fact, we are the captains of our ship. We are the gift, the giver and the receiver, and we're the creators of our own life. And how do we create? Well, we start asking, how can I effortlessly and easily have the love I've always dreamed of? Ask and it is given. We want to ask, how can I effortlessly and easily be able to create a family? How can I effortlessly and easily at my age still have the family I would love to have? And you know, there's lots of different ways that family could show up. You may find yourself falling in love with someone who already has children. And there you go. You've got the children. Or you could be like me. I had a baby when I was 41. And I know I look like I'm only 15 or 16, ha ha ha. But lots of miracles can happen, and miracles happen every day when you are open to receive them. Okay, let's focus on a miracle. Open your hands like you're ready to receive a gift. I know that miracles happen every day, and I am open to receive my miracle right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And how do we do that? We trust that a miracle is already on its way to you, already coming to you right now. All right, let me just see what comments. Oh, good. Somebody said this is helping. Thank you, Marika. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so let's just see, what else could we do? So asking, that's the big thing. And let me just say, if somebody has said to you, like this psychic said to my mother, and then my mother said to me, Jennifer only attracts assholes, and I'll go, no, that's not part of my reality. Nobody can block me from attracting what I want but me. And I'm not going to block that anymore. So I open to receive the love that I deserve. Now, here's the thing. If you have low self-esteem, if you feel like a victim, you're going to attract more victimization. So you might want to join my group coaching program that starts next Thursday, maybe Tuesday. I'm not sure. I might have 2 groups. But in this group coaching program, I'm working on how to work this out. It may be an hour and a half once a month of group coaching, and you get to have a personal one-on-one session with me. So for that, you know, it's going to be a 6-month program, and it could certainly help you change your life for the better. This is what I do for people. I help by clearing people's energy. I'm a master manifester. I have manifested all kinds of things, $1,000 within 24 hours because I needed it. So I help you manifest the love you want. I help you create the life of your dreams. And how do I do that? Well, there's a lot of ways that I do that, but I teach you how to think in creative ways as opposed to how to block yourself, which is what so many people are doing because they're unconsciously manifesting the stuff that's back there, the stuff that's, you know, behind. So when you're dragging your old story into the present, what happens is that you haven't turned the page on the past. You're still thinking about that guy that hurt you, or that woman that stole from you, or whatever happened in the past. We have to let go of that because you don't want that in your reality. It's not part of my reality. I don't want to drag my past into my future. And how do we do that? Well, we focus on the present. Okay, so that may be a scary thought when you're constantly focused on the future. You're getting readings from people, which that's okay, but it could be disempowering because you and me, we're the creators of our destiny. We are the captains of our ship. So I'll help you captain your ship. So I'm going to give you a couple more tips. How do we do that? You have to trust and believe that what you think will become reality. You have to trust and believe that what you think will become a reality. Each of us has the power to create the life we wish. But the problem is that we often are focusing on what we don't want. Oh, you know, I don't have the money to pay my rent. I don't have the money to pay for coaching. Well, let's shift that. Let's shift that. Let's just clear the energy. Oh, that's loud. But it does. The bell clears the energy. Or you could snap your fingers and go, that's not part of my reality. I don't want that. No one else dictates to me what's best for me but me. Nobody can block me from getting what I desire. Okay, what is it that you desire? Focus on one thing. What is it? So I want to just share a little story. I received in my mailbox, this was probably 3 years ago, a program from You Wealth Revolution came into my inbox. And it was about all these healers and they're doing these programs. And I'm thinking, well, I should be on that. Why am I not on that? And I got into that pity party. Well, how come they haven't asked me to be a guest? And while I was in my little pity party, do you think that they would invite me? No, of course not. So what's interesting is, a couple of weeks ago, I just had this thought, you know what? Nobody can tell me what I create. Nobody can block me from creating what's best for me. So I started giving gratitude for everything. I gave gratitude for the place that I'm living. I gave gratitude for the friend who allowed me to move into her guest house on this beautiful place, multi-million-dollar homes all around me. I'm living in abundance. I should be grateful. So I started being grateful for everything. The fact that I can have my animals here, that I live on a horse ranch with horses and beauty and trees. I'm out of the ghetto that I was living in for 5 years. So I was giving gratitude for everything. I thanked my friend. I told her I loved her. And in that moment, do you think that I shifted my reality? Of course I did, because I'm giving love. And then what happens when we give love and we're open? I received that very day, I got an invite from You Wealth Revolution to be on their next show in March. So that dream of mine from several years ago became a reality. But who was blocking it? Was someone else standing in my way? No, it was me. It was me thinking, because I was in my little pity party about, well, why haven't they invited me? When I stopped the pity and I started listening to the programming and listening to the people that were doing healing, and I sent them blessings and I sent them love, they came back to me with love. Amazing! So when we are loving ourselves, when we are loving others around us, what do we attract? We attract love. But when we're sitting in lack, so what does that mean? When we're sitting in lack, it means that we're focusing on what we don't have instead of appreciating all that we do have. So I'm loving my kitty right here. I love him. I love Percy. So instead of focusing on not having that relationship, envision yourself in love. Envision yourself walking down the street holding your baby's hand as the 18-month-old child in between you and your partner's hand, and you're swinging hands, and you're feeling how it feels to have children, to have love in your life. You're envisioning how differently your life would be to have that love in it. Feeling it fully, your heart full, expanded. That's how you create. You create from a place of trust and knowing that everything's happening for a reason. And if it hasn't happened to date, it's because you either had a block and your unconscious mind and your conscious mind were not congruent. You could have been, like I said before, like I was, I don't need a man. That was my mantra. Well, how can you attract a man when you say I'm fiercely independent? I'm happy by myself. And you might be happy by yourself. And that's fine. And some people choose to be by themselves. But if you want love in your life, then you have to invite it in. You have to invite it in and say, I am open to receive that loving partner in my life right now. And I let go of anything that is standing in the way of receiving love right now. So what we think consciously will help to dictate what the unconscious mind believes and accepts. And you may want to, like I said, you may want to send me an email, jenniferelizabethmasters@gmail.com, because my group coaching program begins next week. And if you would like to learn how to manifest and get clear, because most of the people that I connect with and I check in, they're like 20%, 30% clear. And when you're not clear, you don't feel grounded, you don't feel happy, you might feel depressed or anxious or in fear. and you cannot manifest when you feel like a victim. So I help you move beyond that place so that you can stand in your truth and be the powerful creator that you are, because you are the captain of your ship. You are the purveyor of your destiny. But this is what has to control the unconscious mind. I am a powerful creator. I do deserve love. I have love in my life. I'm open to receive that love now. I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me just check and see if I have questions here. Let me just see. Oh, thank you, Marika. Hi, Alan. Hi, Ellen. Nice to see you. Okay, so I want you to just do this with me, okay? So we'll do this little manifestation. I want you to think about one thing that you would like to have in your life, just one thing. So we're going to walk through a powerful manifestation exercise, okay, right now. So I want you to focus on that one thing. Not, well, I want a partner, and I want children, and I want no. One thing at a time. So focus. Think about that thing. Maybe it's a man. Maybe it's a beautiful man that you just, you can't wait to wrap your arms around. Or maybe it's a woman. Or maybe it's a baby. Or maybe it's $1,000 or $10,000 or $20,000. Or maybe it's to have your book be a bestseller. So just focus on that one thing. And I want you to now think and feel. How does it feel to have that thing that you've been dreaming of? How does it feel to be waking up in bed next to that gorgeous man or that gorgeous woman? How does that feel? Can you imagine kissing them? Okay, you got morning breath. Oh, who cares, Kiss them anyway. How does it feel to be sitting on your back patio drinking coffee or tea in the morning together? Or how does it feel to be walking down the street with that beautiful little baby and your partner? How does it feel to have that best-selling book? Think about how your life would be different with those things in place. Think about it. Feel how it would be feeling different. Get excited about it. Amazing, isn't it, to have those things in your life? Get excited. Feel the excitement, because it's the emotion that fuels our creation. So get excited, like really excited. And my book, Happy Anywhere, is going to be a bestseller. Yes, it is, right, Carla Wynne Hall? Happy Anywhere is a bestseller. You're going to have your partner. You're going to have the money you dreamed of. Absolutely. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to feel that image and move it down to your solar plexus chakra, which is, just around your belly. And you touch it, hold it, and what we're going to do is on either side of your creation, you're going to have your hands like this, and then you're going to envision, you've got your picture there, that vision of what you're creating, and coming out of your solar plexus is this cannon. It's the cannon of creation. And yes, this is my idea, but this is how we manifest. Okay, so put that in front of your belly, and then poof, it goes out into the universe, and it's out there. It's already out there. And what do we do now? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you that I have this in my life right now. I am so grateful. And all you have to do now is trust and believe without a shadow of a doubt it's on its way to you now. So I'm Jennifer Elizabeth Masters. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you're interested in working with me, my email is jenniferelizabethmasters@gmail.com. I would love to work with you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped you today. Happy Sunday, everyone. Thank you so much. I love you.